They're going to be released in just under an hour now, and they'll reveal whether the UK has slipped into recession the first time since the pandemic.
Well, the Office for National Statistics will publish details in a little over an hour, showing whether the economy has fallen for that second quarter in a row.
Let's talk to financial analyst Danni Hewson. Morning, Danni. What are the chances?
Good morning. I think it's very finely balanced, but at the moment, most people do expect that the UK will have fallen into a technical recession in the last quarter of the year. But I must stress that it is only by the most small margin. We're looking at 0.1%. And the expectation is that it'll be blink and you miss it. So as soon as we enter recession, we're already coming out the other side, because there are a lot of green shoots in the UK economy at the moment.
But this does make people very nervous, doesn't it? I mean, even the word recession does very much affect people. How do you think this could affect us in a cost of living crisis if we do indeed slip into a recession?
Look, psychologically, it is massively important. As you say, it does impact people. And many people will remember the recession post-pandemic. It was short, but it was incredibly sharp. This is going to be different. And a lot of other people probably will think back to the recession after the financial crash, which was incredibly long, over a year. And it then left us very much feeling the impact. So, yes, it does impact the way that people feel about the economy. We all want a bigger slice of the pie, particularly after a cost of living crisis where we've seen our budgets absolutely tested. If the economy is growing, then our slice of the pie gets bigger. If it is shrinking, then, of course, the reverse happens. And it does then affect business confidence as well. So all those companies who may have been thinking about investing or expanding, creating more jobs, might just put them on the back burner for a little while. But as I've already said, it does seem that confidence is actually improving already. And assuming that nothing else major happens, it does look like we're going to be out of this recession, if indeed it is a recession, almost immediately.
OK, so we're quite reliant on the politicians then, aren't we? Whatever happens here, well, particularly if we do slip into that recession, not to talk the economy down, which is a phrase we hear a lot of. But that, again, that is all about business and consumer confidence, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. And, you know, in the UK, we are incredibly good at talking ourselves down, aren't we? You know, when we're laughing at a joke, we're usually wanting to laugh at somebody's misfortune. And we see in other parts of the world, and I'm particularly thinking about the United States, they're the absolute opposite. They're very much all about how much you can earn and getting things done. So it is really important that politicians, businesses, and we, the public, don't fall into that trap. We don't start thinking that, oh, well, the UK, it just isn't able to grow very quickly. That said, you know, we have over the last year really been bumping along the bottom. The economy has been flatlining. So I think for most people, even if we do fall into a recession, they're not going to see very much of a difference, because it's still the economy bumping along the bottom. What we really need to see is some serious growth, and that is going to take some policy decisions and also a great deal of confidence.
And how are we looking as a world picture? How does the UK economy compare to other large world economies?
Well, it's interesting because Japan has just fallen into recession, and it's just slipped from being the world's third largest economy to the world's fourth largest economy. It's been overtaken by Germany, which is itself in recession. So we're not alone by any stretch of the imagination. But if we just look over the other side of the Atlantic to the United States, that is a country where growth is just getting better. Although, of course, they've got their own political issues, and a lot of people will be saying that they don't feel that they are any better off. So we're not alone, but clearly here in the UK, the fact that we are seeing that flatlining, that is of major cause for concern.
OK, Danni, good to see you this morning. Thank you.